Hey everyone, good day and welcome to my channel. I would share things about myself. I would answer questions from my followers in Twitter, Instagram, and also those people who message me in Facebook. And also I would share some thoughts about the new normal of the educational sector here in the Philippines today. So the first question is from Anne, a follower of mine in Twitter. She said, introduce yourself. What is the name of your school and what course did you took? Hi Anne, I am Alistair Pulasida, 20 years old from Pagadan City, Zamboanga del Sur. I am currently a third-year college student of GH Sili State College, taking up Bachelor of Secondary Education major in English. Here's our bonus question from our instructor. He said, say something about the new normal setup. Now, our nation today, our country is suffering from a pandemic, which is coronavirus. Now, it is not easy for the citizens to adjust in this pandemic because this is our first time facing this very hard situation for us. Now, in educational side, in a wider view of education, students living in cities are at much ease than students who live in those rural areas. Now, this pandemic has brought a lot of difficulties in the part of students. How can we learn? How can we acquire such knowledge without this face-to-face learning together with classmates and teachers? Now, it is different to learn with and without teachers. With teachers, we are much at ease in acquiring such knowledge because teachers can clarify things to us. We can also clarify things to the teacher. The exchange of thoughts are there. But in this new normal, which is the blended learning, online learning, modular learning, it is very hard for our students to learn. But I know that if you are eager to learn, we will find ways to learn. It is our initiative and responsibility to learn because education is very important for us. Now, the problem here is the resources. Our environment is not ready for this change. We don't have much resources to use, such as gadgets, loads, and other resources. Many parents are struggling. I actually have think of the solution in this pandemic, the educational side. Why can't we consider academic freeze, right? Like, the government have been warning us that we should stay at home, we should stay safe, and we should follow some protocols in COVID-19 to be safe. Now, we aren't that safe because we go outside. Many students are going out, finding some signals. How can they be safe with that? Right? The government are always saying that we should stay at home, but we cannot because we don't have resources. Our signals are poor. Not everyone has internet. Not everyone can afford to buy a gadget. How can we access our teachers online if we don't have one? How can we participate in such educational activities online if we don't have resources, if we don't have ways in communicating them. We should consider these academic fees instead of going out buying some load, instead of going out seeking for resources, seeking for signals, seeking for data, internet connections, and others. Why can't we freeze education for all of us to be safe? We can continue learning after pandemic. There is much time to continue learning. Self-study is very hard for us today. Not all of us are intelligent enough, are initiative enough, and are responsible enough to find ways on how to learn, to research things online. How can they guide us if we don't meet them face to face? How can exchanging of ideas happen if we don't have face to face? Answering modules for me are 99% requirements, tasks, and assignments, and 1% learning. That's just for me, okay? That is my own view. It is very hard for us to self-study if we don't have guides. If we don't have a professional person to guide us in every lesson we take, then it is very hard for us to self-study. It is hard for us to clarify things without face-to-face, because how can we reach our teacher if we don't have resources, right? Those students who have resources are lucky because they can continue education. They can finish that one. But I think majority of students in the Philippines don't have resources. How can they learn? How can they cope up with this new normal of the educational sectors? We are very in a hurry to continue education. But did we really consider our environment? Did we really ask ourselves if our environment is ready for this change? So those are just my thoughts about that new normal of the educational sectors in the Philippines. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. And thank you for viewing my video here in my YouTube channel. So comment down below of what contents do you want me to do in my upcoming videos. So have a good day.